Gemini, hello and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for the rest of August 2024. So from the mid to the late August, okay? So I'm going to be using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot and I'm using the Priestess of Light by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Webber. So we'll do what we normally do. We'll go to the tarot first and then we will do the oracle cards. So giving them a good shuffle. See what messages of wisdom, guidance, inspiration want to come through. For those watching. Gemini, rest of August 2024. Oops. Oops, ooh, interesting. So we'll start now. We've got one that's just flipped out. We've got the High Priestess there. Okay, so the High Priestess has come out first. Gemini, you're going to be asked and required to go higher for the rest of August. Whatever it is that you set out to do, whatever your mission is, it's important that it comes from a place of integrity and balance. You see the black and the white tower next to the High Priestess? It's about balance. So whether this is work, family, relationships, business, plans, there is a lot of emotion swimming around at this time, and it feels as though this is past dregs of your emotion, the past stuff that's still within our energy field, but it's also others. And you're going to be asked not to sink into others' stuff and your own, but to rise up. Okay, so that's interesting. Also as well, being focused with this watery energy coming out, it's illusionary energy as well. It's important to keep your focus for anything that you intend to do. It's all about integrity. It must come from a place of integrity. Being careful of the seeds that you plant. Also as well, being careful of the seeds that you plant, because this is almost like the morning after the night before. It may have felt like a good idea at the time, but as time passes, it feels like it doesn't. And it feels like you may regret something. So being careful of your actions and your deeds, because we do have the Devil card. We do have the Devil. So we've got this High Priestess energy, but we've also got the Devil. We'll come back to that and do a clarifier in a minute. And yeah, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Anything that doesn't come from integrity is stopped. Also as well, I'm feeling with these cards is that something that maybe you wanted, you don't want anymore. Or you don't need anymore. Also as well, looking at what you do want and what you do need. Do I want this or do I need this? You know, we need food, we need shelter, we need to pay our bills, we need to whatever. And that you know, it goes out and it keeps going. But what do we want? I want a new lipstick. I want a new car. I want a holiday. So it's about our wants and our needs. Being careful as well with these cards that you don't ruin something that's dear to you by giving into those lower vibrational energies. And that could be addiction, it could be trauma, it could be negative reactions, self-sabotage. Being careful, because these two cards and how we started this was all about from a place of goodness, from a higher place. And there could be something that comes in with the Devil card that actually sends you off kilter and it stops you being able to receive this. and this is the seed that you want to plant. So this could be you going out into the garden and just not choosing the correct space to plant it, just throwing the seed down. So think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing, what you're saying. Have boundaries with yourself. We've got the boundary card in reverse. We'll come back to that in a minute. We might be doing some deep divers. Magician card in reverse. An important card. There may also be some manipulation. There may be some manipulation going on around you. Somebody's not telling you the full story. Somebody's not telling you the full story. I'm intrigued by that one there, the boundary card. We'll come back to it. Yeah, the Emperor in reverse. Overbearing. In your face energy. We'll come back to that. Battles, 5 of Wands, upright. Be mindful of how others affect your energy. Be mindful of the impact that others are having. There's also a feeling here with Gemini of this is just too much responsibility. This is just too much for me. This is just too much. And I want to bring your focus back to the start of this reading and the High Priestess. If at any point during the rest of this month you're feeling this is too much, I'm sick of it, it's all just every day is just difficult, it's about stopping in that moment and reconnecting to the divine, asking the light to come through you, asking the light to come through your chakras. It'd be easy to look at these cards and go, you're dealing with an Emperor that's in reverse, you're dealing with someone that's doing this, you're dealing with someone that's doing... But I also feel these energies are swirling through you as well. And they're needing to be rebalanced. Let's have a look at some clarifiers. Nine of Wands in reverse, deep dive. Nine of Wands in reverse, deep dive. Yeah, the Fool and the Sun. If you're looking at this, or if you're looking at August and you're thinking, I'm going to feel in a funk with all this, I swear, this is about joy. Whatever goes wrong in August, the rest of August, it's important that you keep pulling in that light. Remembering the High Priestess card, remembering this joy card, because we mustn't go into this energy of feeling sorry for ourselves. Victimhood. There's a lot of that coming up. There's a lot of that coming up. And it's about embracing the light. So watching what we're playing on social media, what are we watching on the news, what are we getting dragged into, other people's drama, overthinking, and coming back to the card of joy. Also as well with boundaries, boundaries are good if they're healthy, but if we're too, you can get a lot of people that build brick walls around them, and then they wonder why the brick walls they build is to keep something out or to keep somebody out. But then what happens is that brick wall also keeps out the good stuff. It keeps out the new relationship. It keeps out the new friendship. It keeps out the new job. So we end up looping. So boundaries are good if they're being used wisely. So you're going to also be asked to just be a little bit more gentler, to not be so extreme in your boundaries, to allow magic to work. I want to do this Magician in reverse. If you think about the Magician card, he's got his sword, he's got his pentacle, he's got his cup, he's got his wand, and he can do whatever he wants with the cup, the sword, the wand, the pentacle. When he's upright, he's using it to the best of his ability. He's thinking good thoughts. He's manifesting good things. When he's in reverse, he's not. He's thinking dark, negative thoughts. He's got dark, negative agendas. And sometimes this can be happening without us even realising it. So be mindful of that as well. And that comes from your pain. That comes from your pain. There's something you've sunk really deeply into. And with the Hermit in reverse, you've sunk really deeply into something. And it's affecting your manifestation in the world. You know, when we hear about manifestation online, we think about the good stuff, but we can also manifest in not so good stuff. For example, the alarm goes off on a morning, and for God's sake, that energy is going out into the world. You know, you get your emails, oh, for God's sake, energy going out in the world. And we are all guilty of this. And we're now having to refine this and really learn about this and reprogram ourselves, because we're starting to realise we're causing a lot of our own chaos. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of those moments where you're thinking, God, I'll never meet someone, or I'll never get that job, or I'm always never going to have enough money, or I can't afford that, or I'll never get that. Be mindful of those moments. I'm not a good mum, I am not a good dad, my children hate me, I'm not good enough. All of that, and a lot of that we think without even realising it. So you're being asked to really be mindful of your thoughts and your actions, because when a lot of these cards are upright and they're in their power, the game changes. The Emperor is strong and stable and, you know, learning from his life experiences. The Magician is the great manifester. So the rest of August is about stepping into your highest of good. It's about flipping these energies. It's about letting go of the battles as well. You know, it's about sat in the staff room and a toxic conversation starts. Are you going to sit in there and absorb it? Are you going to sit in there and become part of it? Or are you going to leave the room and go read your book in peace or go for a walk? You know, it's about, you know, watching social media and people going on and on and on about the dark in the world. Are you going to keep watching it? It's about watching all kinds of chaos. So interesting. And your oracle card message. Wisdom, learning, joy, art and music. So I also feel as well, your soul is craving the arts. It's craving healing music. It's craving delicious food. It's craving the woods. It's been overloaded with a lot of other stuff, and it's craving peace and solitude. So that's something else that you can bring in, which helps to bring in the wisdom. Hostilities, conflict and unrest around you and within you. And this is about rising through them, learning through them, gaining your wisdom through them, gaining your ascension through them. Brilliant beliefs, luminous life force and personal power. How am I using my personal power? You know, looking at those beliefs that we can have that just bring us down. It's like, you know, I'm sick of this. Why do I keep doing this to myself? And that could be because you've been in a trauma response and you've had to be, or you felt you've had to be in that energy. Innovation, new creation, creating something new. You know, August brings to the table everything that you need to see in order to create something new. Calming the waters, peaceful self-regulation. So calming the waters of the body, calming our emotions, summoning our correct use of power, instinct, intellect and control. Sometimes we think of control as controlling the situation. Control our reaction to the situation. Taking control of the aspects of us that can run out of control, if that makes sense. Power over difficulty, reclaiming your power. And we're going to call this reading that, reclaiming your power. So Gemini, you are reclaiming your power for the rest of August. You're realising certain situations have run out of control. This can be different for many of you. You won't have the same things going on. But going through that dark night of the soul, you're going to start to reclaim your power. and August gives lots of opportunities for that to happen. Interesting. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe, and thank you for all the support on this channel. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the donations, for sharing these videos, and yes, all my social media is down below. I've got 2 other YouTube channels of which you're welcome to join. The Thackeray's, which is about natters and chats and days out. Claire Thackeray Reads, which is a booktube channel, so if you like reading, do subscribe to there. All that information is below in the description and the pinned comment. My Instagrams, my Facebook, threads and website for booking sessions are all down below. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye.